right, everybody, how's it going? Welcome to another late night talk vlog. It's like 11:30 on May 18th, Monday, May 18th. Hair is there. It's on my head. I'm getting a haircut tomorrow, so enjoy it while you can. Um I hope you guys enjoyed the disc golf vlogs, a three-parter. I think in the future, I probably won't release them every day when I do them like that. It'll probably be every other, and then one of these chatty vlogs in between. Just because they don't take too long to edit. They're actually pretty simple to edit, but then I think spacing them out maybe gives some more time for me to just like catch you up on what's going on in between. Because I currently am working at kind of like a one video per day, excluding Sundays kind of schedule. Sundays are the day of rest, it's the Lord's Day. So, but let me see. Quick update on what's been happening in the last few days since we haven't talked. My baby sister's birthday was this last weekend, so I was back at my family's place. And got a little bit sick because they had kind of a bug that was getting passed around, so that was not fun. I'm feeling better now. My little brother competed at state for track, and he did all right. He is 10th in the state right now, I believe, for his event, so that's really cool. Really proud of him for the work he's put in this season for his high school track season. Bought some hair product to try to do the middle part, and it's not working for me. I mean, you can't tell that I have product in because it was a mousse, so it's meant to kind of guide and then let me get it back out soft like this after it's dried. I kind of, brush it out and run my fingers through and kind of break it up so it looks more natural. It doesn't look bad. It just doesn't look like as good as I wanted it to. I think my hair is just so long at this point. I don't know why I'm talking about my hair so much, but it's on my mind. Guitar back there is gonna go up for sale. It's I believe it's a 2013 build. It's a Chris Shiflett Fender Telecaster Deluxe, Chris Shiflett Signature Edition. Nice guitar. I bought it back in high school, and I don't hardly ever use it. I have another electric guitar, an Ibanez, that's like way cheaper, but I prefer to play it actually, for whatever reason. I love that guitar, but I'm going to sell it. I'm going to list it for about 1K, and hopefully it'll sell for that. What else is going on? Let's talk about my adventure today. I think today's kind of talking topic, it's just going to be on general discouragement. I felt pretty discouraged today over a handful of things, and I don't feel much better right now. I still feel kind of discouraged just because it wasn't like wasn't my favorite day ever. I think it's okay sometimes to have those days and then just sit in like those feelings, I mean, I'm a little bit frustrated. Obviously my finances are a little rough right now because I don't have a job and I have what money I have, and I'm trying to save a chunk of it to try and go towards rent. So in the meantime, I am kind of just door dashing to make up some cash there. And I really enjoy door dashing as long as like everything moves along. Like, I love to drive. Obviously gas prices are horrible right now. But I like to drive and just play music and clear my head with the windows down, So it's nice for that. But man, tonight door dashing had some issues. First of all, I was out for like 3.5 hours, maybe almost 4 hours, and only made like $36, which is just like super duper discouraging. It's a Monday, so people aren't dashing as much. The weekends are really busy there. but it just was like frustrating to have so many breaks, like gaps where I was just kind of waiting around, driving around town, waiting for an order to come in. And then twice I had orders that took like so long um, to be like ready for me to take and go. I was sitting at like a Cold Stone Creamery for like 15 minutes, and I was sitting in a McDonald's drive-through line for 15 minutes past when I was supposed to pick the order up and go. I got there before that time. I was probably in line for 20 minutes, which is ridiculous. So I just feel bad to the people that I'm like trying to deliver to because it's like they're waiting for their food. I'm also frustrated because it's like I'm trying to get paid, and so the time that I'm sat in your line for the $3 I'm making on this order, it's just not worth it for me. And then I have to back up and say at the same time, okay, I don't have like a income coming in right now. This is my income coming in right now, so I can't actually complain because it's like this or nothing. So just kind of gotta kind of like take it as it goes. Um, I'm gonna overlay some of those clips as I'm talking about this, but that was kind of my fiasco there today. I'm gonna have to go out again tomorrow night, I think, if I can, and do that again, just because I need to make a couple $100 by the end of the month from that. Exciting news! I do have a job interview tomorrow. Hooray! Hopefully something that'll be more regular. Try and get myself into a better schedule. The job is like 35 minutes away. So that kind of sucks again with gas prices right now. I'm going to do my research and see if like public transport is viable for that. If that would make any sense to do. Because it would save me gas money. I would just have to probably leave like an extra hour and a half earlier than I, you know, would have liked to, but we trade money for convenience and for time, and our time is money. So I really do want to try and focus on the content I'm creating and editing and things like that, and that's really important to me. And so doing things that will maximize my time, that I'm able to do that stuff, is really a big deal to me. So I'm going to try and make sure that that's happening as well. So yeah, I'm just kind of struggling with finances, with it's like the main struggle right now. I was also discouraged today because I was coming back from my family's, and I was taking the train to get back, and we mixed up some timing, and so we got to the train station right as the train left. And because of some circumstances, no fault to my parents or anything, I ended up having to just hang out at the station, and it was cold and I didn't have a jacket. But luckily I found a spot that was kind of out of the way of the wind and the chill and things like that. So that made it bearable. But I was sitting at the station for another hour before the next train came. And so I was an hour later back here than I wanted to be, which cut an hour off of my door dashing time and my unpacking and getting settled back in time and all that stuff. So that was also discouraging. On the bright side, I got some really nice footage, I think, of the train ride. Also of me sitting on the platform waiting, which I probably just flashed on the screen for you. I'm trying to edit these videos so they're more interesting as well. They're not just me talking to a camera, so hopefully that's coming through. I think just my message with all this is like, some days are not going to be like the best day of your life. They're not going to be super exciting or anything. I did get to work on some music on the train on my laptop, so that was exciting. I started working on an instrumental that I think is pretty cool, and maybe I'll be able to write too. I'll probably upload those videos on here as I work on songs. I think I want to do that as well. But anyways, I guess just moral of my day that I learned is, and just what I've been experiencing the past couple of days too, is like, it's okay. Sometimes life is just not going to be like 100% days every day. You're going to have some misses, and that's okay. It's okay to be a little down in the dumps a little bit. It's okay to be a little discouraged. Um, I think the important part of what I'm trying to do is just take the good in the day for what it is. Some good things happened to me today. Again, I made some money. That's great. I shouldn't be upset that it was kind of a frustrating situation because I was making money that I need. As well as I got some people who are willing to be references for me for my job interview. So that was very kind of them. I'm getting a haircut tomorrow before that job interview, so stay tuned for a new cut. It's gonna be pretty short compared to how it is now. I haven't cut my hair since like before December. It seriously has been like nearly 6 months. Um, Probably about 6 months since I got a haircut. That's kind of how I do it. I just cut it short and then I grow it out long. So that's exciting. I got a haircut going tomorrow. And I've got a new CPU coming in, a new processor for my computer. So hopefully my gaming stuff will come together. I can start recording. Because currently the load on my computer between running the games and also trying to natively record them with OBS is a little bit much for my processor. I've got 32 gigs RAM. I've got a decent graphics card. If I said what it was, you guys would mock me if you know anything. So it's a GTX 1080, not a 1080 Ti, but a 1080. So it's an old graphics card, but it has run everything that I've played like super duper well. So eventually I'll look at upgrading that. But currently my main concerns were the processor and the RAM. So now I've got good RAM and I've got a good processor coming in. The best that I can get for my motherboard is coming in hopefully within the next week here. So that should boost my productivity and ability to do things. So I am excited for that. Anyways, I love you all. Thank you for being here with me on this journey. Again, like I keep saying, I'm going to make this happen. It's going to work. I know that this is like what I need to pursue. So thank you for being part of that journey. Please do share this with anybody that you think might be willing to give me the time of day and kind of just follow a regular Joe around, just doing life stuff and struggling and being honest and having successes and failures and just trying to like have a good time, have good vibes, you know. Please do share this with those that you know. Please do like and subscribe if this is your first time watching. It really will help me. I know like you hear like big YouTubers talking about that and like I know it helps them too, but they're already like pretty successful, you know. So the attention that you give me is really meaningful and I really appreciate it. I've been really happy to see that people are even interacting with the content that I'm putting out so far, that I have gained some subscribers and some views and some likes and things, and that makes me really happy. So thank you very, very much for your engagement and your involvement in my story and our story, this thing that I'm doing. So anyways, this is long. I'm sorry. I want to try and keep these nighttime talks a little more succinct, but it's been a couple days, so I owed you some catch up. So there it is. No mustard. I think I'm funny. Anyways, I love you all. I'll see you soon in another video tomorrow. And just remember that God is good and He loves you. Yeah. See you later.